Okay, so one question that comes up that people may have, let's say a low step 1 score, right? A low step 2 score, perhaps. I know nowadays it's step 1 is just pass, but some candidates do have a step 1 score, right? It could be, I've had a person who is applying for the match and he failed the CS exam before COVID, and then eventually, they didn't require it anymore, right? So he had failed the CS exam once. So how to answer like a failure? So the trick to answering these type of questions is that you accept. You really find great excuses. If there is an excuse, then okay, you can mention it. You can mention it if there is an excuse, but you take full responsibility and you talk about how I have overcome this, and that I am no less, that's just a score, and I do consider myself to be an able physician. All right. So let's take step 2 score being low, for example. Well, good question, and I know this would probably come up, but I do believe that my step 2 score was a bit lower than I hoped for, and I do take full responsibility for this. At the time, I was dealing with some personal challenges. My mother had been fairly sick. That did divert some attention, but I do believe that I was not able to dedicate my time that I could have done in that circumstance. However, I've definitely reflected on this experience and I've taken proactive approaches, and you can see that I passed my step 3 exam and I have a very decent score in that. And all of this experience has led me to understand the importance of time management, and that there will be issues in your life at every moment. And nothing will always be a bed of roses, and you will always have challenges, and you have to work with your challenges to get your best results. And yeah, this I believe my clinical experiences and my medical school scores all have been stellar, and I don't think that step 2 score actually represents me. I'm fully confident that I am a resilient and a focused physician. I'm ready to take on the challenges of residency. Thanks for asking this question. Okay, so anybody has any deficiency, I think that may be a good approach. Any thoughts? You don't have to disclose any of your deficiency here. That's okay.
I thought that was a perfect answer.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So the principle is the same, because they're not going to ask the same questions and you're not going to have the same deficiencies, right? But the principles are going to be the same. The principles are going to be the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.